Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2022 general readings. We're looking at the first half of March from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for the earth sign of Taurus, the bull. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. As always, thanks for taking the time to be here. Your likes, your shares, subscribes, comments, donations, feedback, those of you who reach out for personal readings, always a note of gratitude. Okay, Taurus, this reading is for you for the first 2 weeks of March 2022. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Taurus. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Taurian. It's a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. Watch all of your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus for any additional insight or perspective it might provide into what's going on in your life. And if you find that something does resonate with you enough that you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings. And you can also get that contact info by clicking the description link below, that little arrow. Okay, Taurus. Let's see what the first half of March looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with Legacy of the Divine Tarot. Okay, Taurus, we begin with the Three of Wands, feeling hopeful, positive, optimistic about the future. Perhaps something has come in, or you're starting to see the efforts paying off, and you're waiting for something bigger. The suit of wands is governed by the element of fire, which is a very action-oriented energy, and most of the cards in the suit of wands are very action-oriented. The Three of Wands, however, is a more gestative, patient, waiting card. You're seeing some things paying off. You're feeling much more optimistic about what's going to be coming in, but there's still kind of this sense of waiting, not waiting. With the Seven of Swords. So maybe you're not talking about it. The Seven of Swords is a card of concealment, of doing things undercover, of things being hidden, whether it's positive or negative or challenging. So it's kind of secretly waiting here and hoping. Next, we have the Nine of Swords. As many of you know, it is my least favorite card in the tarot. Not because the source of your fear, anxiety, and worry isn't valid. I'm sure it is. But the Nine of Wands represents dwelling on it too much, obsessively, negatively. Maybe it's interfering with your sleep, anxiety, worry, stress about an unknown future. So it's thinking about something which hasn't played out yet. And an incredible amount of stress and worry and anxiety about it, and almost always negative. Like the more you think about it, the worse it gets in your head until it doesn't even match the external reality of the situation, imagining the worst possible outcome. With temperance, balance, healing, staying grounded, blessings. Yeah, I understand this. We've all been through this. It's like you're waiting for something that's obviously quite important to you. But it's that waiting time which sometimes gets to our mind, and we start thinking about it and dwelling about it, and then we start thinking about it in a negative way, and then our brain just starts chewing on itself, right? We've all done this. This is what it looks like here. It's some kind of waiting period that you're having difficulty with. Your thoughts your fear is hijacking your rational mind. Oh, and then we have the Six of Wands, victory, triumph, success after a challenge, public recognition, receiving something, awards, promotions. With the Ten of Wands. Tens in the tarot represent a cycle coming to an end or coming full circle. This has been a heavy one because the Ten of Wands represents a long-held or heavy burden that makes you feel just really overwhelmed, but it's coming to an end. And this is what's coming with the victory card. So victory is being achieved here. It's only this central couple of cards, that Nine of Swords, And I'm not going to tell you not to worry, because you will anyway, right? If it's something important to us, of course we think about it. We're in stress about it. But the Nine of Swords is too much. It's focusing on it too much and in a negative way. So slice that in half if you can. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Earth. The element of earth, the suit of coins or pentacles in the tarot, is typically about the earth energy area of our life. Money, finance, work, property, assets, career, job, all of that. The things in our life that give us a feeling of stability and safety and continuity, the efforts we put into acquiring those things, the effort we put into maintaining those things, even long-term relationships as well. So this is a card that can represent a lot of work, a lot of investment, work, a job, a project, money. So that's the focus. Let me see what the next card is. This Knight of Swords, information, news, conversation. I feel like you're waiting. You're waiting to hear something. It could be you're waiting to hear about a job. You're waiting to hear about a project. You're waiting to hear about a promotion. You're waiting to hear about approval, finances, a loan, something to do with that earth energy area of your life. Could be school, something to do with school or university too. Let's clarify a bit. And it's quite clear to me here, Taurus, you're going to be just fine. But try not to stress so much about it in the meantime while you're waiting. But you're going to be just fine. Let's clarify, though. I mean, I could just end the reading there, but I'm not. I'll clarify. Let's clarify the overall energy of that Eight of Coins with the Knight of Swords. The Six of Swords, healing, moving slowly but surely away from something which has been difficult, leaving the worst behind you and moving to the other side, moving into a place that's calmer, more peaceful, balanced, serene, healthy. It's a card of healing. It's transitional too. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you're definitely headed towards that. And the Ten of Wands, again, a long-held heavy burden coming to an end. So you're waiting to hear. You're waiting to hear. Some of you, it may be too with the Three of Wands that you have heard or gotten some initial messages or something showing up, and you're like, okay, that's good, while you're waiting for this bigger thing. Clarify the Three of Wands. Waiting, hopefully, optimistically. Ace of Swords, news, epiphany, truth being revealed, success. The Chariot, success through sheer willpower, determination, perseverance, success that comes from not giving up. Even if you fall down 9 times, it's getting up and dragging yourself on. That's success. Success through perseverance and determination. Next card is the Queen of Coins, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is not you. Maybe a water sign that's relevant here somewhat. How you may be waiting to hear news from this person or further news from this person. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords, a card of concealment. The Four of Coins, the Miser card. It could be while you're waiting, because this is kind of secretive. Maybe you're hoarding, you're not spending so much, you're waiting to invest something, or you're waiting for some kind of money or news or a job or approval or something like that. So you have to be really conserving, really frugal, really economic. The Hanging Man, waiting, watching for something to play out before you take action. This is a card of not taking action because something is still in motion. Yeah, it's just waiting here. And the waiting, it looks, here, Nine of Swords, Temperance, it kind of gets to you. Your mind starts chewing on itself, basically. Clarify the Nine of Swords. The Knight of Coins almost popped out, so it may be a job offer, or something like that. So Nine of Swords clarified by the Ace of Wands, an exciting, wonderful new beginning or new opportunity. The Eight of Coins again, work, job, projects. Three of Coins, collaboration, teamwork. Maybe you're waiting to get on a team of some kind, or waiting for a group of people to decide on something for you that you need. That's what you're stressing out about. Clarify Temperance. It's a pretty clear, cut and dried reading so far. More practical than anything else. The King of Coins, stability, continuity, feeling like you're safe and secure in your own abundance, particularly financially and materially. The Tower, unexpected events which causes things to break down and start anew, whether it's negative or positive. The Three of Cups, celebration, news coming in, celebration, parties. It's this is all the stress energy. It's like sometimes you think, oh, it's going to be great and I'm going to do this, thing's going to happen, and then you flip to, oh, it's not going to happen and everything's going to be terrible. I mean, it's just like, again, I'm not going to tell you not to worry and stress, because we all do. It's obviously important enough to you to dwell on it, but just try to make sure you don't over dwell on it. When you find yourself kind of going over and over and over again in a more negative way, get up and do something, anything, to kind of get out of that energy so it doesn't overtake you completely. Six of Wands and 10 of Wands. Let's clarify the Six of Wands. Victory, triumph, success. The 10 of Coins, long-term stability and security, particularly financially, materially, inheritance, having enough of something, whether it's actual money, finances, resources, property, whatever, having enough that it makes you feel safe. It's long-term stability and security. It's the accumulation of present abundance that is enough that you don't worry about tomorrow, next week, next month. Could be connected to home and family as well, or even the actual property. Temperance, again, stability, security, healing. Yep. Being grounded. It's victory. 10 of Wands, the end of feeling overwhelmed, being able to set the burden down. The King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It may be a water sign that you're waiting to hear from. I mean, technically the Queen and King of Cups is a couple. It might be a couple, or it might just be the manifestation of the person you're waiting on. Page of Coins, there's that message, that practical little message. And the Fool, brand new beginnings, a new start, which is what you've been waiting for this whole time. So you're going to be just fine, Taurus. But we'll end with some advice and guidance. Very clear reading. Any final messages, advice, or guidance for Taurus for the first 2 weeks of March? The 9 of Wands, because you got the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. You're almost there. You're right at the very tail end of what probably looks like it's been a difficult or challenging cycle. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. In the tarot, it's faith-based, right? It's one of the wish fulfillment cards, but it requires faith, having faith, meaning trust in something you can't quite yet see, but you're almost there. It comes after the Tower in the tarot. This is rebuilding energy and hopeful energy, the renewal and restoration of hope and faith. The 7 of Cups, multiple options and opportunities, potential and promise, and the Sun, light, love, warmth, laughter. You're almost there. This cycle is wrapping up. It looks like it's been challenging, whatever it is. I mean, it's a general reading, so the actual specific thing is going to vary amongst those of you that are watching, but it's got something to do with that earth energy area. Money, finance, property, job, work, career, inheritance, something like that. You're going to be just fine. Well, I'm going to leave it there. It's actually a pretty great reading. Just pay attention to that 9 of Swords card. Or don't pay attention to it. Try not to stress out quite so much for the length that you do to the negativity level that you do, okay? You don't have to do that. It doesn't help things anyway. All right, Taurus, those are your messages for the first 2 weeks of March. I hope you found them helpful, hopeful. It's a great reading, really. Again, if any of this resonates with you, you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to hear from you and to work with you. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link below. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the March mid-month readings. Be well until then. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.